Okay, so we've looked at the bean and we've talked a lot about it. So let's look at these different parts. And in a minute, I'm going to let you have your nature journal. And if you want to, you can copy as much of this. Violet, please stop. As you would like. So let's name these things first, okay? This was a seed. Say seed.
Seed.
All right, and we said that the seed had a seed coat to protect it. Can you say seed coat?
Seed coat.
Good. All right. There was a little opening at the top of the dry seed. It's really, you can't even see it with your eye, but it's called a micropyle. Can you say micropyle?
Micropyle.
Violet, it was right above the white part that we saw. Can you say micropyle?
Micropyle.
Good. The micropyle is a very tiny, tiny opening. And you know what it does?
What?
It lets in pollen so that the seed can start to grow. It lets in pollen to pollinate the seed, I should say. So the micropyle is a teeny tiny hole right there. All right, then the white thing that we saw, you remember the white thing?
Yeah.
It's called the hilum. Can you say hilum?
Hilum.
You know what it's kind of like? It's kind of like your belly button. Don't lift up your shirt. Point to your belly button.
Belly button.
The hilum is kind of like the belly button. It's where the plant attaches, it's where the seed attaches to the plant. Girls, you need to go into your rooms and shut the doors immediately.
But it doesn't.
Your own rooms.
It doesn't have the. It doesn't have the cut in the middle.
No, it's not cut in the middle, but Violet. It's where the bean is attached to the mother plant.
Yeah.
It's called the hilum, okay? Now, when we opened up the bean, remember we had two pieces?
Mhm.
And they were not identical, were they? Because one of the sides had a little worm-looking thing, as Lily said, and the other side didn't have anything, okay?
Yeah.
So the part that didn't have anything, as well as this part over here that looks like it, that's called the cotyledon. Can you say cotyledon?
Cotyledon.
Cotyledon. All right, ready? I want you to get a bowl like you're pretending you're going to eat. And I want you to pretend like you're feeding yourself, and I want you to say...
Go get a real bowl.
No, I want you to pretend is what I said. I want you to say, this is some good cotyledon.
Can I take a dry erase marker?
Can you say, this is some good cotyledon?
This is some good cotyledon.
Because cotyledon is the food that the baby plant is going to eat as it's growing.
Well, I'm just watching the video.
All right, I want you to listen, Violet. The cotyledon is the plant's food, the baby plant's food that it's going to eat, okay? All right. The next thing that we see is this part sticking out here, which I think is pronounced radical. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. But it is what will form the main root, okay? It'll go down and form the main root.
Radical?
Uh-huh. Good. Then we have the hypocotyl. Can you say hypocotyl?
Hypocotyl.
Hypocotyl. It's going to be the lower stem of the plant and the top roots, okay? Can you say hypocotyl?
Hypocotyl.
Good. All right, then we have the epicotyl. Do you know what the epicotyl is, Violet?
I'm just watching through the video.
The epicotyl is going to be the first leaves of the plant, okay?
You know I'm watching through the
Violet,
video.
some plants start out with 2 leaves. Some plants start out with 1 leaf. Do you think our bean is going to sprout 2 leaves first or 1 leaf?
1 leaf.
You think it's just going to be 1 leaf? We call that monocot.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it sprouts out 2 leaves, it'll be a dicot. Okay, so in a minute, you get to draw this in your nature notebook. So I'll leave this up here for you. But what I want to tell you lastly is that you're going to get sent home with a couple of items. You're going to get a baby bean, a Ziploc, or some baby beans, a Ziploc bag, and a paper towel to take home. And what you're going to do is just put them all together and take them home. But when you get home, you and your mom and dad, if they think it's okay, you get to make something that looks like this, okay? And you can hang it up on your house, in your house, and see what happens to these seeds, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take the paper towel, you're going to fold it, and you're going to get it really wet with some water. And then you're going to put it inside the Ziploc bag, and you're going to arrange the seeds going across it, the baby beans.
But you have to glue on the baby beans.
No, you don't have to glue them on. They're going to stick because they're wet. And the only part of this that you might have to continue to do is continue to give it some water. But you can then stick it on your cabinet. You can stick it somewhere. And you get to watch and see if it's going to grow. And you get to see if one leaf comes out or two. If it's a monocot or a dicot, okay? And you get to watch the bean eat on the cotyledon until there's no more cotyledon left. There's only a baby plant.
Can I do that, Mama?
Okay.
Mama, you know why I was watching the video?